Good morning everyone. It is currently day 15 of me traveling through Teyvat with the end goal of obtaining 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. Last time we completed a Mondstadt Festival event and made new friends. We also made new enemies, with the Rainbow Lava Troll all out for my life, because we might have sacrificed too many Helitrolls throughout this journey. In the end, we got our free limited time Poarm and completed the event. We also finished the Ascension Domain and it surprisingly didn't give us too much trouble, so we raised our world level to 6 and got 100 Primogems out of the domain. We also started out day 2 of the Tsurumi Island World Quest, where we met a possessed Rue, who kept us busy by stalling us and making us die to Helitrolls. I will have revenge on Rue by destroying his trees one day. So now we are sitting comfortably at 19,883 Primogems, just shy of 20% of the way there to our final goal of 100,000. Oh, I was standing on a Helitroll. I hope the Lava Troll didn't see this, or else they'll probably be back for revenge. Well, first and foremost, like always, we are going to earn our daily Primogems. We talked to the owner of Wangxun Inn and beat up some Helitrolls. One of them even got stuck on a tree, so we just electrocuted the poor Helitroll. We returned to the owner in Wangxun Inn and gave him a little shove, since he forced us to kill innocent Helitrolls. Oh, thanks for the 10 Primos. Next, we defeated some Electro Slimes and went to steal some Helitroll's food. Lastly, you guessed it, we ruined another Helitroll family gathering and returned to the Adventurers Guild. Thanks Catherine for making me the most wanted person in Helitroll society. Next, we went to the Asase Shrine in Seirai Island and begged Neko for some Primogems. We talked to some adventurers in the shrine and went to Tatarazuna to look for an artisan. We abducted the man and took him back to Asase Shrine and reported back to Neko, who generously gave us 20 Primogems for the trouble. We made our way to Tsurumi Island again for the third day of the world quest. The island became foggy again. So first we tried searching for Rue, who was nowhere to be found. We found 2 people by the perch trees talking to themselves, so to get their attention, we decided to destroy the perches. After depleting half of the tree's HP, we had to go destroy some electro orbs with elements. While we were searching for the orbs to destroy, mean doggos decided to spawn, so we had to defeat them first before we could move on. The enemy levels are 81, since we just ascended our world level to 6, so they were quite tough to kill. Luckily, we came prepared and defeated the doggos. The perch trees were also pretty hard to destroy, since we couldn't rely on reactions. After we destroyed the first tree, the fog also disappeared. We had to repeat this process 3 more times so we could get rid of the fog around the area each tree was located in. While we are completing this world quest, we also did a bit of exploration on an island and collected a few Electro Oculi in order to increase our Inazuma statue level and also get some Primogems. We had to get through some hurdles to destroy the last perch, because the giant doggo was guarding the Electro Orbs. After a few minutes of struggle, we managed to defeat it and went on to cut down the last perch. This angered the Thunderbird because the sky turned red, so we had to find a safe spot to hide. Don't mind my Kaya. I'm just vibing and waiting for the storm to pass. So Rue caught me vibing and started to cry, and he told us he didn't want to see us again because of what we've done. But Rue, what about our Primos? Thanks, appreciate it. Anyways, we returned back to Sumida in Inazuma City, then reported back to Kama. But this time we got 40 Primogems for Rio. Well, we made a kid cry, but that was for yesterday when he made me die to Helitrolls. Alright, it's time for the game plan. We are now at AR46, so we are creeping slowly towards world level 7, which will get more challenging from here. So we have to prioritize our residents with artifact and talent farming for our characters. We could probably continue to tackle the Spiral Abyss up to floor 8 once we get 2 teams built. So there are still a lot of potential Primogems we could snag just by strengthening up our character roster. Since we completed day 3 of a Tsurumi Island World Quest, we have 1 more day left to complete before we are done. However, we are still not done with Inazuma yet, because there is still Enkanomiya to explore. But right now, I'm debating whether or not I should catch up to the story by exploring the Chasm Underground area, or just finish the important world quest in Inazuma. So leave a comment down below and suggest me what I should do for the next coming days. First, we need to level up some artifacts and talents so we can do more damage in general. We also need to start and complete both Raiden story quests so we can unlock the weekly domain. Kazuha's story quest is also locked behind Raiden's, so hers will be a priority for us right now to finish. So we headed to Inazuma City and spoke to Toma and Kujo Kamaji near a statue. After that, we made our way to Narukami Shrine and talked to Yaemiko, who gave us permission to visit the Raiden Shogun in Tenshukaku. We talked to A and went out for a walk in Inazuma. People were pretty afraid of her, so I decided to let people know that there were nothing to be feared of by jumping around A, but I don't think that worked. Yup, she's still really scared for her life. We got some dango milk and went to take a picture of A. After that, we were informed that Kujo Kamaju was being held hostage somewhere. We set off to find him and enter the domain. Luckily, we had Raiden as a trial character, so she made the domain pretty easy. The enemies consist of the Kairagi enemies, but they didn't really stand a chance. We completed a domain and got a precious chest. Then we headed back to Narukami Shrine and completed part 1 of her story quest. So for part 2 of Raiden's story, we can unlock a new weekly boss domain after we complete the quest. I saw a Fatui couple near a cliff, and in case you don't know, I need to kill 150 Fatui agents in order to rescue Jean. So I tried to ambush a Fatui agent. This was proven to be a mistake because they heard me running. One of the Fatui agent's blade tossed me down a cliff, and I pulled a Kokomi-esque death similar to my Nuzlocke account. Well, I guess I had that coming for interrupting the Fatui's couple's date. Anyways, I continued on the Raiden story quest and killed a few Rift Hounds. We almost got mauled by them, but we got saved just in time by A herself. Along with A, we went to exterminate more Rift Hounds and stopped for some tea. Next, we went on and did even more Rift Hound bullying with A, before we were confronted by the Raiden Shogun puppet. We got to play as A and fight a duel against Raiden, but we were quickly kicked out of the realm, so we had to go to Narukami Shrine and ask Yae Miko for help. Yae summoned the entrance back and we were sent into the realm once again and got to witness the final battle. A turned on hacks, so we got to use Infinite Burst. So the fight was pretty easy and we defeated Raiden Shogun and completed the story quest. So in order to get stronger, we needed to farm some talents. I enlisted some people from my Twitch stream to help with a Realm of Slumber domain, which consists of cryo enemies which we struggled with the most. Inside the domain, I assisted my teammates by using Amber and just destroying the cryo shields of both the Slimes and the Abyss Mages. I managed to get some decent luck farming the talents, so now we can finally start leveling up our talents for both Kaya and Lisa. I also leveled up some of my weapons and talents for my characters so we could be ready for the next world level. Because both of our Kaya and Lisa share the same talent level of material, we had to do a bit more farming in the same domain so we can raise both of their talent levels. I couldn't do it alone, but with the power of friendship, nothing can stop us. Well, I guess the Abyss Mage can. Yep, I still can't really solo the highest level domains by myself, so if you ever want to co-op and carry me, make sure to join my Twitch streams like all of them. As we are finishing up the first half of version 3.1, there are also more events that were unlocked that we can start doing for Primogems, in addition to exploration and quests. With that said, let's check up on our current progress and open the wishing screen to see how many Primogems we have now. 21,000. So we are exactly 21% of the way to 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. We still have a long way to go, which might spell the end of my wallet. For those of you that don't know, I made another bet last video, saying if I reach 150k subscribers before this account reaches 100k free-to-play Primos, I will then have to whale yet another 100k Primogems, this time on my Asia account. Of course, if I lose another bet, I will stream my polls live on Twitch, but if you miss them, I will upload the wishing results on YouTube as well. So if you want to see more of this series or want to see me lose Primos, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.